Go.
Want to be an artist and want to stay a star. Don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
What a trip that was. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Clip Farm. This is Mike.
I'm Jay.
And this is Matt.
We are going to talk about P Diddy and some of the shenanigans that we've been seeing with this. So we're just going to play a couple of, quite a few videos and random shit. So
hold on. Some of the shenanigans. This motherfucker is the king of shenanigans. He's been in all kinds of shit.
Holy crap. Holy crap. So this video I think is from a few weeks ago actually, but we'll go ahead and kick this one off, and anytime you guys want to comment, just let me know. I'll pause it because this one was interesting.
A Philly rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj. That's a pretty tight circle, right? Who else could it be? The fans are digging up videos, pics, and stories, and all fingers are pointing at Meek Mill. Diddy's bedroom business should be his and his alone, right? But here's the deal. He's been keeping things on the down low for decades, and there could be more to it than meets the eye. Back in the day, the hip-hop scene was all tough and macho, not exactly welcoming to Diddy's lifestyle. But you know how it goes. Word gets around, especially in the rap game. Some big-name rappers ain't shy about spilling the tea on Diddy's preferences. And yeah, there have been lawsuits before, mostly from women accusing him of some serious stuff. But now it's different. Now, a male producer stepping up, claiming Diddy did him wrong too. Enter Rodney Lil Jones, dropping a bombshell in a 73-page case, accusing Diddy of... He's dishing out some wild claims about his time producing Diddy's latest jam, the Love album. Picture this, Rodney practically living under Diddy's roof for over a year and things getting way too up close and personal. According to his lawsuit, it's a horror story in the making. Rodney's laying it all out, from Diddy making unwanted moves to straight up invading his personal space. I mean, the guy even had to work while Diddy showered in the buff. Talk about awkward. But hold on to your hats because there's more. Rodney's dishing about these alleged secret rendezvous Diddy was orchestrating with escorts. And apparently, he wasn't the only one getting tangled in that web. Stevie J and Justin Combs are supposedly in on it too, rounding up young ladies for Diddy's pleasure palace. And here's the kicker. Rodney's...
Whoa, we'll pause that right there. That was rounding up young ladies for his pleasure palace. Oh, I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
They go into more details here in a minute, but from what I understand about the raid, which we'll play some of the news on that here in a little bit, but from what I understand, this comes from 2 rape allegations that he got recently, is why his Miami and his LA home was raided today. So I don't know.
And Diddy is like known for his parties and stuff. We just didn't know it was these kind of parties.
didn't know it was about. He was using his kids to bring in underage girls. This goes on for another couple minutes, so I'll hit it again because it goes into some more. It goes into all kinds of interesting stuff. But yeah, I found this video real interesting. So
got the receipts. He's claiming he's got footage showing Diddy mixing drinks for underage girls at his shindigs. But wait, there's more insanity. Rodney's spinning this tale about Diddy trying to lure him into some twisted relationship, even making him watch what he thought was Stevie J getting busy with another dude. The lawsuit even dropped some bombshell screenshots alleging they showed Stevie J in some compromising positions. Now here's where it gets spicy. So there's this lawsuit, but guess what? No direct names were dropped in the public documents, but social media detectives have been on the case, connecting dots faster than you can refresh your feed. Meek Mill and Usher's names popped up, not because they're accused of any crime, but due to some intriguing redactions in the legal documents. Picture this, a mysterious rapper allegedly caught up in some shady business on Diddy's yacht. The document said, rapper, redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, workers. Then the person whose name was kept a secret from use is described as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Cue the speculation. Well, guess who's from Philly and once dated Nicki Minaj? Yep, Meek Mill fits the bill. But hold up, that same description pops up again, this time linked to Stevie J's scandal. Apparently, Diddy pressured Meek and other artists into sleeping with him in exchange for Grammy nominations and awards. Now, about those screenshots floating around, turns out they might not be what they seem. An adult film star swooped in.
Gotta earn them. You gotta earn them Grammys, apparently.
Apparently, that's that's a pretty steep price for a Grammy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. For
Stop,
real. That's
stop,
crazy.
stop fronting like you ain't trying to get a Grammy that way.
Oh no, not me, bro. Not me. Wasn't me.
Oh man.
Oh, I like.
I'll play just a little bit more here because they really dive into back and forth messages with Meek Mill and I can't remember who the other guy was. So I'm just gonna cut all that part out, but
claiming the images were misidentified. He wrote, "This is not him, it's me, y'all really be trying it." And Stevie J, he's lawyered up, denying all allegations like a pro. Now we've got Young Miami caught up in the mix too. Rodney's not holding back, throwing some serious shade her way. He's spilling tea about her bringing her own cousin into the mix for some shady dealings with Diddy. We're talking coke-fueled antics and all kinds of sketchiness. The document said Mr. Combs was intoxicated and offered cocaine to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones rejected him and proceeded to walk to the restroom. While using the restroom, Young Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom and began groping Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs sent her in there to Mr. Jones. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing oral on Mr. Jones' exposed. Mr. Jones pushed her away and exited the bathroom. The documents continue. Young Miami's cousin did not accept Mr. Jones' rejection as she proceeded to follow Mr. Jones out of the bathroom. She started undressing and attempted to straddle him and have sex with him in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. Once again, Mr. Jones pushed her off. Rodney wasn't having any of it. He saw what was going down and decided to bounce, and who can blame him? But wait, there's more. Another unnamed rapper and R&B singer also get a shout out in the lawsuit. The rapper, described as Philly-born and Minaj dating. Sounds like Meek again, doesn't it? And the R&B singer, hint, Super Bowl performer with a Vegas residency. Connect the dots, people. It's Usher. Now Meek, he got real salty over this whole thing, and he's been ranting on Twitter nonstop. He wrote, "When I got a girl around me, I'm 5% king her twice a day. Lol, ask some of your favorites. Don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the people, but that juicy percent, so do it for me. I don't ran red lights to get that feeling y'all weird on here, like devil's law. And every..."
All right, I'll stop it there because it just goes on for about 3 minutes of Meek Mill just messages like that. So
that's crazy. So Diddy sending women after dudes?
Yeah, it sounds like he's throwing parties and then setting people up, which was, I know you may not be familiar with it, but that was kind of the same thing that was happening on Epstein's Island. They would be invited to this extravagant weekend over on Epstein's Island, and then they would do the same sort of shenanigans with people on Capitol Hill, you know, important people, and basically set them up. So
this is like a music industry / entertainment industry version of that.
Yeah, you know, Hollyweird does the same kind of stuff because that, you know, you had the Nexum sex cult with Allison Mack and whoever else was involved in that, and then you also had Harvey Weinstein and Miramax doing a lot of crap like this too. So it's not this kind of crap isn't uncommon, but basically they put you in compromising positions. Like it sounds that they're accusing P Diddy of doing, and then they leverage that against you. So if they say hook you up with an underage escort, they film it, and then you basically have to do what they say, or they release that information. You know, they release that information.
That's straight up blackmail, essentially. Yeah.
But I mean, it sounds like from what we got from the news today, which I'll swap over and put the news one up. It sounds like it was very similar to what they were saying. I can remove the overlay. Because basically the raid that happened on both of his houses were happening simultaneously. And like I said, from what I understand from this afternoon, and just, you know, the stuff's been going around like crazy, but he had 2 actual rape allegations with females against him. So, I'll hit this. Why is this?
I did find out that they did end up, Homeland Security did end up detaining his sons and people that work on the grounds of his mansions. Those are the people you've seen on TMZ that were in cuffs and stuff.
Getting perp walked out, yeah.
Well, they did say in the beginning of that video, like I said, that video we just played was from like 3 weeks or a month ago. But it did say in that video that his sons were being used to recruit girls. So, you know, they possibly could have some legal ramifications coming their way too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So I'll hit this. I don't know how long we'll play this, but this was pretty much what was reported everywhere.
You can see them making their way back over to these armored vehicles. Probably doing a little debrief about what they saw. In any type of these situations, it really is, you know, you've got these armored officers that go in first, but I would venture to say the investigators or the people that are know what they're looking for, probably still out there on the streets, and they're waiting for that all clear to make sure that there's absolutely nobody on this property. And again,
see the
And you
fence
know they
around
got to
that
have
house?
some.
they don't want to have.
You know they got to have
Maybe
some
someone's
kind of
hiding
evidence
still,
because they're
maybe
not
just
just going to
scared.
send a
It
SWAT
doesn't have
team
to
to
be
multiple
nefarious.
locations at the
Just
same
because they
time
don't know
across
what's
the
going
country
on,
without
maybe they don't
having
want to have somebody pop out of
any
a
solid
bus or a
evidence or putting it
bathroom or any one
before
of
a
these
judge
rooms
to
while
get the
they're doing
warrants
that
for it. You know what I
investigation,
mean?
and then other
Yeah.
problems.
Oh yeah,
So that's
they
basically why
definitely
we're seeing
had
that large presence
some
that
kind
you're
of
walking through
information.
there.
Who knows
And like you
exactly
mentioned,
what it
this
is,
an
but you don't
extremely large home, and probably with
you don't
many
get a
rooms
police
and
force
little
like
secret
that
areas. So
unless
they
you're
want to
Donald
make sure
Trump
that
showing up.
everything is
You know, they
cleared
do that to
before they
him.
allow
But
those investigators in
Yeah.
to start doing that investigation, whatever it is that they're
what I
looking
noticed
for.
when they were
And you
doing
see a number
the
of those officers making their way
overview of
back
his
into
house, I
that
noticed there
major.
was a
This
pretty
is the
large
big
fence all the
main
way
house
around
as
that
it would
house.
be, making their way back
Yeah.
inside. And I would venture
I ain't
to
gonna lie,
say
that's a
that they're
badass
just go
house.
through every one of those
Oh,
But
rooms.
look
Yeah,
at his
that's a
roof.
nice house,
There is nobody in there. I
bro.
don't think they're those guys.
I
that
wonder
we
if
see,
that's
the
his
guys in
LA
yellow
house
seeing
or
the
his
fully
Miami
armored,
one.
That's
gear
the
equipment.
one in
I don't
LA.
think they're actually searching for
Yeah,
any
that fence.
items that could
I wonder why you need
connect
such a
to
secure
whatever the
fence like
investigation
that.
is. I would venture to say that those are going to be the
He's got
guys
a
that are
fence
standing
and
right there,
bushes.
and they're waiting for that all clear.
Yeah, I
And
thought
then this
fences
group
were
that you see
racist.
there,
I
those are
don't
the
know.
ones that are
Yeah.
actually going to go inside. They
See,
probably
it's
have, like
funny.
you said,
I say the
probably have
louder they
ideas
scream
where
about the
what they're
fence being
looking for,
racist,
where
the
they might
taller
be.
their seems
So
to be.
right now, it is still
We're
a
roping
waiting game
roping
to
him
make
into
sure that
talking about
everybody
that.
is out
No.
of this building and that it is secure
I see what
for
you
the
fuckers are doing.
investigators to make their way and actually start that search.
And we
Yeah.
should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in
Sorry,
fact
buddy.
involving a sex trafficking investigation, we do know that according to
Sex
Diddy's
trafficking
attorneys and the
investigation.
rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So there are two sides, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live.
I'll pause that just for a second. He's obviously gonna say he's innocent, but when you fly out of the country and go to another country that has no extradition, it doesn't scream your innocence.
Not real loudly, no.
What do you got
I wonder who
there?
tipped him off. I wonder if his lawyers tipped him off. Oh, this is his getaway vehicle.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the story was, but you know, like when they went and raided Donald Trump's house, he was there, so
Mhm.
he didn't
Yeah.
flee the country or go hide somewhere else.
Well, that-
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm not
His
saying the
lawyers
dude
tipped him
is.
off or something.
I'm not saying the dude's guilty, but you know, rolling out of the country and then flying to a country that has no extradition
That's
screams guilty to me. I don't know.
I don't see why these people think they can get away with shit. Like, I guess they do get away with it for a while, for years, obviously. But like, even with the whole, I mean, this situation, the whole Vince McMahon situation, it's all the same stuff. It's like, it's craziness. They eventually get caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe not
some
all
people,
of them, but
some people are always exempt. You know.
yeah. That was a
all right.
thermometer for the people that are watching this on replay.
Yeah, that was a thermometer.
Special thermometer.
Yeah, that's what that was. All right, we'll play some more of this to see if they're giving us any new info.
A bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
Pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at the mansion right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we find
Hey, I
out
wonder
more
if this is
as to
what
what
Whoopi
exactly they're
Goldberg
searching
meant when
for
she
and
said they're
why,
going to
we'll
arrest all
continue to look at the
Republicans.
procedures taking place
Oh,
in
Lord.
this raid that's being conducted by Homeland Security.
I'm pretty
You have
confident
support
that
from
old
local
P
law
Diddy
enforcement
was
officials as well. We saw
not
some
a
of the ground shots.
Republican.
You see multiple
Yeah.
agencies there. A part of all of this, and they have a
Everything I've
number
heard
of
out of
resources
them
on
is
hand
quite
with the
liberal.
drone flying up top, as well as they had ladders taking a closer look at certain parts of the property. And so they are looking at every nook and cranny they need to in terms of why they're investigating this home and property. So clearly this is going to take a while, and as Haley mentioned, with her shot down on
Why the
road,
hell do you
there
need a
will be
house
calls
that
coming
big?
to your
That's
area,
ridiculous.
Haley.
And he has multiple.
Yeah, I would say it's mostly
Well,
media at this point
yeah.
here.
Never mind the
first ones
house.
here
What's with
on
that
scene, but
god-awful
yeah, since there's probably a
statue?
dozen different media agencies.
It's more of a
But yeah, it looks
compound. Like,
his,
it's
his
like,
homes on both coasts
look how
are
big
being
that
raided.
fucking
We
house
still
is.
have not gotten word on exactly where
Yeah.
P Diddy is, if he is in
We
fact in
got-
New York
He's got
right
like
now.
82
He's in Los
bedrooms.
Angeles, and of course,
His
Eighty-
guest house is
eighty
bigger than my
bedrooms?
seen
apartment
here in Holmby
complex.
Hills. This is right off of Sunset.
I don't
and
think I
Beverly
don't know
Glen,
if it's
and it
82,
unfolded,
but
I'd
it's
say, about 30
gigantic.
minutes ago.
Like his
Yeah.
guest
This
house,
home
that's the
here
guest
also
house or
from
the pool
Miami.
house
Of course,
is bigger than my
it's
house.
a little bit calmer, I would say.
Oh,
Than it
yeah.
was about 20 minutes ago.
You probably
It
fit
all
2 of my
happened,
houses in that
the
thing.
guns that were drawn earlier.
Those cops are just trying to have a smoke break, and they're getting fucking downed out by this damn drone.
Checking on what kind of details that they can come up with related to this.
He's like, I don't even know why we're here, but yeah, let's go over there.
Yeah, we all knew he took off this morning.
These allegations, all of which he has denied. So we will have to wait and see. Of course, and everybody's interested in the details.
Well, and that's another thing.
How he's connected.
If Diddy took off out of the country early in the morning, generally I would think that there's probably not a whole lot of evidence left at any of his properties. A smart man would get rid of that before fleeing, maybe.
Well, TMZ, I did see TMZ suspected he was in New York. So I don't know if he left the country or not, but TMZ suspects he's in New York. But that was all speculation.
Yeah, like I said, he might be there. I had heard that he had flew out of the country either last night or this morning. And then it was on the jet that you showed. That actually is his jet. But he does have a long history of just lying. I have another video here that we all find pretty dang funny.
The BBP, black plane.
Oh, I'll show the plane again, and we'll go full screen with that. That is, that is the plane. Zoom, zoom.
That's the business end of the plane too. You hear that, Meekmill? He knows what that looks like.
Oh boy,
Just a tip.
So this is a hilarious interview from the 90s, and this was supposed to be a coming out party for this grumpy guy down here in the right corner. That's Craig Mack. And
chill out, Diddy. Not that kind of coming out party, okay?
That's the after party. That's the after party.
Early 90s. Yeah, it's the after party.
I missed him down there in the corners for a minute there, so never mind. Continue.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll just go here and show an on-air lie here by old P Diddy.
Like Puffy, what's coming up in the immediate future for the bad boy? I love this question. We got Big's wife dropping.
No doubt.
Evans Wallace, she's dropping.
Sure.
We also have some B-sides and some other different projects. We have Big's new album that's gonna be dropping in like September, Life After Death.
And
I want to congratulate Craig Mack on his Grammy nomination.
No question.
Yes, baby. Yeah. Cool. That's cool. And I'm sure you got.
Yo, he just said Grammy nomination.
Yeah, we got a new album we're working on.
We know what Diddy makes people do for Grammy nominations.
Well, that might be why Craig Mack didn't win the Grammy. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's about to do what he's about to do.
So those that are watching, pay attention to Craig Mack's face here, because Diddy's about to lie. He's about to lie. You'll catch it.
For him to drop in January. Besides that, we about to just drop our R&B stuff.
Look at his face.
Yeah, what about the Puffdaddy solo
What
project?
motherfucker just said?
You gotta rewind that back, dude. You gotta run that back.
All right, so
January. Besides that, we about to just drop our R&B stuff.
The Puffdaddy album.
Man, I wish you could just circle his face there.
Even Big's looking away like, man, that's some bullshit he just said. He didn't want to look at Craig Mack because he knows Diddy just said some bullshit.
Craig Mack was like, what the fuck just happened?
As Big probably saw Craig's reaction was just like,
yo, if you standing next to your friends and you spitting a line of bullshit and everybody in the room turns away from you, like they all turn in sequence away from you, you know you saying some bullshit. You're like, oh.
Also, R.I.P. to Big and Craig Mack. Yeah, Craig Mack, I think, died just a couple of years ago, and Big obviously died in the 90s. But R.I.P. to both of those guys. They were very talented. But yeah, that was on-air line, and then the beginning of this video, or how we opened it, was with fucking 95 Source Awards with what was it, Suge Knight?
Yeah. All up in the videos. I got furthermore proof on this P Diddy thing, by the way, with a 50 Cent video. It's not edited though. Is that okay? Or
just mess
we'll
with the
follow
speed
up
and I'll
with that.
throw.
I'll make that one a short. I'll make that one a short for the channel.
Well, you can throw it up. Just you can either speed it up or slow it down. I'll throw up an overlay.
Because it's like 10 minutes long, and I don't know the exact time slot, but 50 Cent goes off. I think I'll make it a short. It'll be easier.
Okay, and then I got one more thing to share too. I don't know if people remember this little line here. Sorry, MGK, I got to play it. Some of this, but I know Matt. I know Matt's not familiar with this, but Jay would be.
Not particularly.
This is Kill Shot. This is Eminem's response to MGK's diss track on him. This song right here broke fucking every YouTube record there ever was. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's got like almost 600 million views as of today. But it's just this. It's unreal. And for you, Matt, like MGK had worked on his diss track on Eminem for like months and then just dropped it. M took like 3 or 4 days and then dropped this, and this whole song was fire, but I'm only gonna play just a little bit of it. But yeah, he makes reference to Diddy.
I will not fail. I'm with the dot still, but this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills.
This idiot's boss pops pills.
But counts the day you put out a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, they got pop kill.
Oh,
I'm sick of you being.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I say I'm the weird one up here. I'm not familiar with Eminem. I never really got into his music. Damn. Calling that one right out, is he?
Yep. His said P Diddy's popping pills, and he put out the hit that got pot killed.
That's tough.
But yeah, it's
one I would like to play.
Okay.
Only 5 minutes long. But this is I'm gonna have to change the speed on it.
All right. Do I need to throw up an overlay?
Yeah, because it's from a YouTube channel.
I'm gonna remove mine. I got nothing else to share on my end, so I'm just gonna remove it. America.
So I discovered all this stuff when we were doing the Tupac investigation and Biggie investigation and all that. I came across this guy. This is P Diddy's personal bodyguard for years, and he always said Diddy had some weird things going on, and here's just one of his stories to back it up.
All right.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that, because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time
Okay, so what he means by that is an adult
entertainment store.
Yeah, like sex toys and stuff. I don't even know how to say it.
Toys, lingerie.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
I was up in the exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, I was messing with him because people don't understand. You know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang, so I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got, I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like he just said, boom, and we walked out the store.
Damn.
So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was.
Keep in mind location. He's talking about Atlanta. They were talking about a lot of these parties incidents happened in Atlanta too.
You know who else lived down that way was Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was. He was in Florida.
This rapper.
So, I mean, you're right there.
Sarah and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm here at the door and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room. They busy. They don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bro, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. He was like, yo, I don't care, man. I'm going in there. That boot like that. I said, yo, bro, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum us and I grabbed it.
That's what your 50 Cent video is about, huh?
And I threw him into.
No, the 50 Cent video is Diddy asking 50 to go shopping and shit. And he's like, Diddy said to 50, he said, man, when am I going to take you shopping? We need to go shopping. I'll pay for it. And 50 said, you ain't taking me shopping. What the fuck does this look like? But anyway, let's get back into it.
Piano. Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Jay, that's my cousin. He know me well. You know, and Puff was like, yo, Jay, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man. But I ain't taking no losses.
That's P Diddy's personal security.
Damn. That's wild. That is wild. But yeah, I have a feeling we'll be touching this P Diddy story quite a bit more here on the Clip Farm. I know me and Jay will probably be doing more shorter versions of this, but
I'd be careful what you touch with P Diddy. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
But like with Diddy, man, if he is on the low or whatever, I can see why, because hip hop might have a problem with it, but who gives a shit, man? It's 2024, dude. You?
I don't care what anybody wants to do in their own bedroom. It's just when they bring it into public and to the kids that I have an issue with it. I mean, I say you mentioned P Diddy using his own sons. I don't know how old they are, but using his own sons to lure in underage women, that's...
Yeah, one of the women, I believe, 17 or something.
Yeah, and then there was more stuff about his yacht and other stuff like that. So, like I said, this will be I imagine this will be something we talk about quite a bit here in the next couple of days, but I'm going to try to get this one out probably tonight. So, but I think we wrap this part of the story up. We can end this one and we'll get into the next one.
Hell yeah.
So we appreciate everybody hanging out with us and watching this 30-minute video. So,
it went quick, man. It went quick. I was having fun.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So, all right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next one.
Let's go.